like the idea that a voice can just go somewhere uninvited, like a dirty thought in a nice clean mind.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay back at you, and today I wanted to come on here and do this video. I'm sad that I even have to make this video because people are so uneducated and don't understand what's going on sometimes, and then they get angry about it because they don't understand. But we're going to talk about the aid that the U.S. sends to Ukraine. And no, we do not send billions of dollars in cash. And I keep seeing this. We keep sending billions and billions of dollars of our American tax money to Ukraine to help fight a war. They don't need our money. That's our tax money. We can help Americans with that money. It's not how it works. We do not send cash. We do not send money to Ukraine. What we do is we take old surplus of military weapons that are outdated and that we no longer use, and we ship those to Ukraine. So we are sending them missiles, and we are sending them anti-missile defense systems, and we are sending them bullets and guns and different things like that that we don't use anymore anyway. And you want to know what? This is actually beneficial to the United States, beyond the fact that we are stopping Putin and that we have a great ally in Ukraine, and that NATO countries surround Ukraine. So it's very important to protect them because, you know, NATO, we stand together, one for all for one, even though Trump wants to be a dictator, wants to pull us from NATO and all this other bullshit. But it actually helps the American people beyond all the goodwill it creates, because it creates jobs in the United States. It creates jobs for Americans. And people are like, how the fuck does that work? How can it create jobs for Americans sending weapons over Ukraine to help them fight a war? Because we lower our surplus. We send off weapons that we weren't even using. We lower our surplus of old weapons. And now our defense contractors get contracts to make new weapons. So they resupply or restock the supply of weapons we have, which creates jobs. What do jobs create? Tax revenue and spending. Spending creates more tax revenue. Spending is what will get the economy rolling and boost the economy. People aren't spending right now because of tariffs. But if you want to get more into that, go watch the last video we had explaining tariffs, because people don't seem to understand the tariffs either. All of this will just boost the U.S. economy, taxes, spending, money being made. Plus, we help an ally stop a fucking dictator. And the dictator who is probably the most, not even probably, who is the most dangerous to the American people from other countries. It is Putin. Putin is the most dangerous dictator out there when it comes to the safety and the life of the American people, the way of life, of the American people. But Trump wants to blow dictators so bad because he wants to be a fucking dictator that he's convinced MAGA that Putin's a good guy, even though he just admitted the other day that Putin's been playing him with the ceasefire and that Putin had no intention of following through. Putin has broken every treaty and peace agreement that Trump has negotiated, because, you know, the art of the deal, and he's such a good negotiator that he's going to fuck the whole world with tariffs. But, you know, okay, tank the stock market and we can keep going. But again, American people, we are not sending billions of dollars of cash to Ukraine. We are sending an old surplus of weapons to Ukraine. And it's actually very beneficial for the American people to do this. Like I said, beyond the goodwill and the aid and the stopping a dictator, which should be enough, it creates jobs. It creates money. It creates a boost in the economy. But because somehow we elected a fucking unhinged, uneducated dumbass who knows nothing about business, and I know he's a billionaire. This is a guy who bankrupted 4 casinos, okay? I'm not trying to hear that shit. The house always makes money in casino. And this fucktard figured out how to fuck up 4 of them, okay? filed bankruptcy like 7 times. Like, I'm not trying to hear that he is a good businessman. All the money he has right now is because of crypto schemes and being bribed from being president. And he was on the verge of having no money. I mean, being completely broke before The Apprentice. You can go back. It's been reported on. That is not just me saying it. There's actual reports. All you have to do is a simple Google search. So I'm not trying to hear this great businessman. He doesn't know anything about business. He doesn't know anything about foreign policy. He is a fucking con man whose ego is fragile, and he gets unhinged anytime he hears anybody disagree with him or say something he doesn't like. He's attacked 60 Minutes. He's attacked Fox News. He's attacked every major media outlet, and he's arrested judges. And I've been telling you guys, this is Hitler 101. Go back and read your history. It started with Hitler removing and locking up judges. Well, I wouldn't say it started, but that was the beginning of the end of Germany having any freedom and their people having any control of what happens in their country. And we are witnessing it play out right in front of our eyes because of uneducated people eating up this disinformation. And it's our job to fight back and give the real information. And we just have to keep screaming it until people understand it. Because until people truly understand what's going on, we're fucked. And no, we're never going to get the mega supporters. They're in a cult. They don't know they're in a cult. Like, they will take party over country anytime. Those aren't the people we're trying to reach. The people we are trying to reach are the middle, the independent voters, the voters who felt disenfranchised, felt like the world was kicking them in the teeth, and they made a bad decision and voted for Trump. These are the people we need to reach. This is why we need to keep preaching the truth. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep up for more One World, One Love. Deuces.
Everything's polluted. The environment, the government, the schools, you name it.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
You out there? You listening?